Woo!
Oh, hey, hello. Welcome to Wi-Fi Talk.
Welcome back to What's the Wi-Fi?
Welcome to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark.
I don't think you can see it with the board in the way.
Podcast in America. This is gonna be Off the Rails.
Let's go ahead and lower those expectations.
Yep. Go ahead.
So, welcome back to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark. I am Mark.
Here's
That
the
is
one.
Tom.
And we are here on episode 82, our first ever 82nd episode with the funny Jonathan Wachala. He's out there sharing our page right now. If you want to connect to the Wi-Fi, there's the password. Sorry.
But what's the Wi-Fi name?
It's probably NSAA or something like that.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool. Doing it.
So, this is the
Doing it live.
Coldwell Banker Wholesale Realty Studio
Beautiful.
in beautiful Grafton, Wisconsin.
All right, what do we got going on this week? This week we have the very funny Jonathan Wachala just said that. Instagram is getting rid of likes. Google drones are approved for delivery. Students sue face recognition software for $1 billion. We dig through some caveman poop. Japanese restaurant tailors sushi to your body fluid samples. A school has a dress code for parents. We're going to try out
I heard about that one.
What the fuck with Foz makes a comeback. And there's a herp alert at Coachella. So
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Hi, I'm Jenny Shulka, Director of Human Resources at a family-owned
it's
and
fine.
international company, Coldwell Banker Wholesale Realty.
What's that?
With 3 offices in southeastern Wisconsin and some of the top agents in the industry, we are here to serve you in all of your real estate needs, whether you are buying or selling. If you are interested in a career in real estate, we offer an in-depth training program to make you successful. Call us at 414-443-2030 or email roy@cbhsr.com.
thanks a lot, Jenny. All right. Announcements. We are booked until June. So if you have any ideas for the show or want to get in contact with me, now's the time because we're booking up and we got some big Summerfest stuff going on. We're going to be...
And that would be offtherailstm@gmail.com to contact us.
Now we're starting to work like the well-oiled machine that we
Hey.
are. No spoilers for Endgame, so please don't do that.
Yeah, for 6 months, because that's how long it's going to take me to see it.
Download the Run Pee app. This is a 3-hour movie. That's the app that lets you know good times to pee and tells you anything that goes on while you are peeing.
Is that real?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's real.
Oh my god.
It gives you an
Just for
overview.
movies or like life in general?
All movies.
For movies.
It gives you an
not like-
overview
it's like
of what you're
Shazam.
missing.
Oh,
it,
yeah.
It figures out where you are in the movie,
Okay.
and it figures out a good lull,
Whoa.
and then I guess it keeps you up to date.
Holy cow.
But I think for $20, they should have screens in the bathroom.
Okay.
I agree. That's a great idea. Yeah.
Then you get
And
the
like
guys
the
that
stall has like,
Yeah.
they have as many stalls as they do
just movies.
theaters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to wait. 'cause
This stall
3
is
people-
for Avengers.
three.
That stall is for
That'll
the
work.
whatever the romance movie
Or
is.
group stalls.
Hey.
Where it's one door, one monitor, and there's just like toilets next to each other.
All facing the same way.
Yeah. Rows of toilets.
If you sign up for Patreon, you can get your name listed at the end of the credits because
Hey.
that's happening, Molly, right? I didn't even warn you that.
We're
you're
going to
be
name your
doing that.
mom after every episode?
Sure.
You wanna, here, my mom wrote jokes for me.
Hey.
You want some of these
Let's
jokes?
hear 'em.
Your
These
mom
these are
wrote jokes?
gems.
She brought them home to me, speaking of my ma.
Huh.
There you go. What do we got? What'd my ma write?
What does that say?
It says, hemorrhoid hitman,
As astronaut?
ass astronaut.
Ass astronaut.
Astronaut.
Okay. She gave that to me. She wrote that down and said, I got...
You can use this on your podcast.
I want to know what's on the back of that receipt. What did she buy? Was it hemorrhoid cream? And that's what made her think about it?
$25 and 1 penny in gas. She couldn't stop it.
Ooh.
Oh, that's like playing that game in arcades where you try to like hit the button when the dot. It's tricky.
Is that the story about how you were conceived?
You tried to stop at the right time, phone rang.
Oh, 1 penny over. I'm pregnant
Dang.
again.
Well, thanks, Ma. Thanks for these jokes. We just got to hope that some late night Jimmy doesn't steal you from off the rails.
He's watching.
She does that thing all the time where she thinks she's helping and she has the sweetest thing, but it's no help at all.
Mm.
I was in high school and I had a girl in my room.
Ooh.
I had a girl in my room.
We've all been there.
Yeah. So my mom busts in and she's like, "Hey, I thought you could go as a girl for Halloween, so I bought you this dress." And I'm like, I don't want to go as a girl for Halloween.
I want to be a boy.
And then she's like, "Oh, I didn't know what size you were, so try these heels on."
She bought you heels.
Heels. I got a girl in my room.
Oh my god! Did she catch you like mid doing
Are
things?
you about to
Not
make your
yet.
move?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just getting ready.
Turning
to
on the smooth jazz.
Lay the pipe, and here comes my ma.
Lay the pipe.
How old were you?
High school, man. I was laying pipe all the time. Yeah, she actually hung it in my room, and as she walks out, because she really thinks she's helping me, she's like, "You don't have to pay me for that."
I love how the expectation was you would then pay her back for the dress you didn't
owe
ask
me.
for.
Yeah, the dress that's sitting in my closet. So,
And you guys were not the same size, so you couldn't share clothes.
well, it was a green dress and white heels. And I got wide
I
feet.
think you'd look really good in that.
So yeah, thanks, Ma. Thanks for all the help. Keep these
Keep
jokes
these.
Keep them
coming.
coming.
So let's use one. I get to hang out with this ass astronaut today. We get to
Hemorrhoid hitman over there.
yeah, we get to hang out. We're playing board games. First time in a long time that we hung out. Since we did the show, we don't get to be friends anymore.
Yeah, because you get
Last-
enough of each other.
Yeah, last time we hung out, we played Dead of Winter and reviewed it for the show. Or was it Settlers of Catan?
No, we played Dead of Winter.
Okay.
So
I bought the Game of Thrones board game. I've had it for a couple of years. I've played it before.
Nice.
A new expansion just came out, Mother of Dragons, that adds the Targaryens as a playable faction, as well as the Arryns.
we're getting crazy.
Love that. That's all gibberish to me because I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Yeah, neither of
Me and
these
Tom
two?
don't watch it
Oh,
either.
nice. Okay, cool. So
We
I'm
tried.
actually in the majority for once on that.
I think it's
So the
very
only
boring.
3 people in the world who don't watch Game of Thrones are
fuck
in this
off.
room.
Tom's mom wanted him to dress like Mama from Mama's Family. That's from Ron.
Yeah. All right, you guys know that Kohl's is accepting Amazon returns now.
I've seen that
Yep.
banner.
That's
Yep.
awesome,
So now you have a reason to go to Kohl's finally.
right?
Use that Kohl's cash. You saved $5,847 by buying these pants.
I used to go there like every other week because at my old apartment in Grafton, I'd get like a free $10 thing like once a month.
Whoa.
So I'll just go there and buy like $10.05 worth of socks
Yeah,
or
yeah.
undershirts. It was great.
That's golden.
I stopped going there years ago because I went to their rack of discounted stuff.
Of the
and-
dresses.
I had to
They
return
didn't
my
have the
green
right
dress.
green.
Yeah. So it was a long sleeve T-shirt, and I'm like $17, but it said 90% off.
Mhm.
So I'm like, so this shirt was $170.
Oh my
originally.
God.
I'm
That's a
like,
designer shirt, sir.
no, I'm done with Kohl's.
Yeah,
But
because Tom
Yeah.
will do the math.
yeah,
Say,
I would do-
fuck you.
I only would ever check out the clearance rack.
Or did you miss a great deal and was it originally 17 and then 90% off
Ooh.
that 17? It would have
Yeah.
been like $1.50.
no, it had the red thing that said
Oh.
these are the final sale prices. It is now 90% off.
Oh my god.
Gotcha.
So
All right.
Yeah,
it was
if you-
just a long
Just a
sleeve
thought.
T-shirt.
Just a thought, man.
If you
Maybe-
pay full price at Kohl's, you're a sucker.
Yeah, you're an
Yeah.
idiot.
So it would have cost me $1.70, and I just really suck at math. Oh well. So I think that's good. I'm glad that
For the Amazon returns?
yeah.
Because, you can go to our website, Off the Rails TM,
I'm telling you, this guy is a well-oiled
that's-
machine. I said
Ooh, plug
Tom?
it. Plug it, baby.
and use the Amazon link.
we get a kickback all your
Yeah.
Amazon purchases. Just go to our website.
Whoa.
Click
That's how
Amazon?
I bought the Game of Thrones expansion on
Okay.
Amazon using our link.
And we
So we
will
get
put
like
that
5
money
cents off that sale.
back into the show. So that's awesome. You hear about Instagram getting rid of the likes?
No.
Oh, this is
Why?
going to be bad. They say it promotes poor self-esteem, and people are taking down certain pictures if they don't get likes in a certain amount of time.
I understand not
Really?
having dislikes, because that's just mean.
Yeah, take the fuck you button off.
Oh,
Because,
Oh my-
maybe
what's the
people
point?
just didn't see
I'm
it.
not an Instagrammer, but like to me, that's the point of social is judgment, right?
Is-
and like,
is validation.
yeah, validation. God,
But people are being obsessed with the likes. What were you saying over there? Ron's got something?
oh, he said that he likes Kohl's because they have decent clothes for
For big and tall?
decent fat man clothes.
Oh, we never got
the old B and T's.
the punch at the film festival.
He did strike me gently.
Okay.
as a joke.
You were
is that
supposed to be
this guy-
punched.
There was
Yeah.
a running joke
Yeah.
that I would let someone punch me if the price was right.
Oh.
Because
yeah.
I'll just keep jacking up that price.
Yeah.
And eventually you'll back down. So he said he'd do it. So we never discussed money, but he did give me a
Gotcha.
Hey,
he just
guy.
gave you that Kohl's cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$1 million cold
Yeah.
cash.
yeah.
You can buy 2 T-shirts.
Yeah. So,
So-
people are taking posts down because they're not getting likes quick enough.
Yeah. Well, this is bad for the podcast, and I want to say there's no real good metric to measure how good your show is,
Mm-hmm.
and we do it by likes and shares and followers.
Yeah.
Or we're just
Oh,
not
that's true.
popular.
Could be there. But the real reason, well, Facebook traffic, I have a story on that too, has gone down over the years.
Yeah,
People
the kids
will
aren't
notice-
doing Facebook. They're all doing Twitch.
Well, they'll notice that
Oh.
they'll put like a cute picture of their kid that 5 years ago would have got 100 likes, and now it's getting 10.
Really?
People just aren't clicking likes anymore.
Yeah.
I haven't
anymore.
been on Facebook probably in 6 months.
Well, all Facebook does is it grows your friends list. You never really come and clean it out.
Oh, I do. I have a system where it's like, where it shows you their birthdays. I look at, it's like my birthday gift to people. If I still like you, I keep you. And if you're done, it's an easy way to just kind of like slowly cut weed
Happy
people out.
birthday.
Happy
That's
birthday.
friendly.
We're done.
That's the
And then I send them a card and say we're done. No, I
Yeah.
don't do that.
Oh, that is a good way to speak. Like, I haven't
Yeah.
talked to this person.
Or if you're on
Facebook.
like an airplane or waiting at the airport, those like dead zone times, it's such an easy, mindless thing to do to pass the time. That's what I did this past trip.
Just get rid of friends.
Just
Call in the herd.
when you're bored, kill your friends.
Well, how many of your Facebook friends are like coworkers from 5 jobs ago who you haven't
Right.
seen
Or
in
people
person?
that have like friended you that you never even really talked to in high school to begin
Yeah.
with. I'm like, why now?
Yeah, a chick you were trying to fuck, but now is married with 2 kids.
Now suddenly she gives a shit what I think.
Because now they're stalking
They want
you.
Tom to lay that pipe.
Lay that high school pipe.
Wear that dress and lay that pipe.
I don't know how your mom's doing.
Oh yeah, she's still my wingman right here.
Oh, yeah.
Astronaut.
I'm surprised nobody's made a Uranus joke yet. I've been waiting for that.
It's pronounced Uranus.
Oh, fuck. It's pronounced Uranus.
So remember, the easiest thing you can do to help out the podcast free is like and share. Hit that button.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the hardest thing to get people to do, to move your finger that 1/4 centimeter.
Fuck it.
Fuck it, I'm not sharing it.
Do people listen through your website at all? Or is
They
it
listen-
mainly...
We got, what is it, over 20 different ways to listen to the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a SoundCloud link up on our website that you
Oh,
can
nice.
listen to the show.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So just like and share. If everybody liked and shared our posts, we would have a $10,000 camera sitting there right now. All brand new studio stuff.
And a Teamster operating it.
Yeah.
A Teamster.
Instead, we've got an old hand crank that, like, a retired janitor is sweating
Don't slow
all
down,
over.
Mrs. Klein.
Yeah. So you guys want to move that finger an extra centimeter and hit like and share for us? Well, we need a way to... Oh, what do we got there, Mal?
That just got us lots of reactions.
Awesome.
Whoa!
Thanks, guys.
As
All
long
right.
as we specifically ask for likes every time.
Turns out there is a fuck you button.
And it's very hurtful. They should take it off.
So yeah, how do you get sponsors if they take away these metrics when
Right.
you use Facebook for your business? If you require sponsors or anything.
Yeah. I mean, are there other metrics? I would imagine that there's sort of like more
I
behind
think
the scenes
what
metrics.
they were
of,
kind of saying is they're going to hide it so other people can't see your likes.
Oh, so you can see yours.
But then you have
that's
to
really
give
weird.
away this hidden information to people.
No one likes being the first to like something.
Right. I do. I don't even like. I'm kind of with you. Like, I have a Facebook, and it's mainly just a social event calendar. Like, I use it for just seeing what's going on.
And logging
On the
into
week.
random other services through
Yeah.
Facebook.
yeah. Well, I go through Google on that one. But yeah, I rarely. I'll the only time I'll post is like to share events or shows or stuff like that. But I don't think I've like posted something in years.
No.
I'm such an old man, though. I couldn't care less
Well, you
about.
guys are gonna get
likes
along
and-
great here.
Yeah. We got 2 old men, a woman, and a could-be woman.
And a man who's not sure yet.
We're going to add a new segment coming
And we
up
got
for
a
Mark here.
DVD.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember when we used to get all kinds of Facebook likes. Then people listened to us, and
Yeah.
then our birthday came and they got rid of us.
Oh.
Jonathan, you got someone hoping that you don't take them off your list on their birthday.
Ooh.
Diane Kowalski.
Yeah. Oh, Diane, you're not going anywhere. You're going nowhere.
No, you're supposed to mess with her and say,
Yeah,
oh, yeah, I
right
didn't get
now,
ready yet.
live on the air, killing Diane on
God.
Facebook. Rah.
Awesome.
Like the show,
Love
Diane.
it, yeah.
Like the show.
1 centimeter, Diane. That's all you got to move that finger.
Oh, she's the great. She is truly.
When you say it that way.
It does. Mother's like, just give me that
she
extra
is-
centimeter. I'm bottom out, babe. This is all you get.
That's it. That's
get
it. Laying pipe.
Faster and harder.
Laying
pipe.
twigs. Laying
But when you
twigs.
start asking for longer, we got issues.
Ugh.
All right. That's how this one's going.
All right. Google drone delivery business gets the FAA approval. What do you guys think about that?
Google-
That sounds great.
Doesn't it sound great?
Just
It
have a
sounds
thing
like-
drop it off. But
I want to shoot
I feel like
drones out
it's
of the
going to
air.
be bad. That's going to be bad news.
Well,
Bad
Pizza
news
Hut
bears.
was trying to do it first. They were trying to. Was it Pizza Hut or Domino's? I'm sorry.
I don't
whichever
remember.
one,
Pizza
but they got
delivery?
banned. Yeah. That
Whoa.
one got shut down. They were trying to deliver pizzas with drones, which would have been cool. And they're like, you can't just fucking have 200-degree pizzas flying through the air. And
that is a valid point.
That is true. Are they like automated or are they?
I would assume the delivery person or the worker at the pizza shop loads it up, says order 37, send, and it just figures out where to go. And
Oh,
Like-
that's
like
so
Google Maps it?
dangerous to me. I feel like that can really mess
they-
stuff up, right?
what if the address is wrong? Because I bought a house that the address doesn't always show up on Google Maps.
Yeah, yeah.
So if someone is using GPS, they end up on the wrong street.
I'm thinking more of like, what if it goes through a power line or something?
I would assume it's
If my
aware of
neighbor
all
gets
that
my
stuff.
pizza, like, okay.
We have self-driving cars that can avoid things. I'm sure it knows where all the power lines and tall trees are.
well, it's got to go above them, right?
Yeah.
I guess, but one thing that was really interesting I read about like self-driving cars is this the conundrum of like the decision of like I've never been in a major accident, but like there's times where it's like, okay, there's no win. Like you can't win in the situation. It's
Mhm.
either I like crash into this pole or
Or I
hit this
kill
other
this old
oncoming
lady.
car. Like
Yeah.
the AI can't make that decision. Or not that I know of. And that was like the question that the article asked. So like,
Okay.
who know, I don't trust self-driving cars.
How do
I
you
don't,
program the devil's arithmetic? of,
Yeah, yeah.
Do you run
Yeah,
over the
yeah,
little
yeah.
boy or the old lady?
Right.
Well, the old lady's had a good run.
Right.
That makes sense.
The little boy could be Hitler.
So does the drug?
The
It could be.
Old lady's eggs are dried up. She's got no purpose left.
Oh God!
Aw.
A machine will think in evolutionary terms like
Hit
that.
the fuck you button for that one.
Tom, now that's off the rails.
But the little boy still needs a chance to spread a seed, lay some pipe.
Sure, if
The
he
old
wants to. Don't put social norms on him, buddy. He could just want
Alright,
to be an
alright.
artist and
Two
not.
old ladies versus one little boy.
You still got to get
Ooh.
rid of. There's no eggs.
Are they cranky old ladies or
It's
sweet
dried
old
up.
ladies?
What if it's an old lady and an oldish man who could still be fertile?
What if it's my mom who walks the line of sweet old lady and cranky old lady?
Is your mom still fertile?
Don't think so.
You want a little brother?
All
or
right,
sister?
looking for your comments
Good.
to let us know how fertile you are.
Luke says, make John plug shotgun tonight.
Oh,
Urban
Luke
Harvest.
Summers. Okay, the sweatiest man in the universe. I don't know if we're in the plug session, but we'll
Go
get
ahead,
there.
plug
soon.
it.
Okay, tonight we've got a shotgun show through Mojo Dojo at 8 p.m. and we're performing at Urban Harvest Brewery in Walker's Point. So 8 p.m. We are opening up for an awesome group called Ex Machina. So come check us out.
Excellent.
There you go, Luke.
All right, Luke.
And then
go ahead.
Renee and then Sam.
So I think this is an idea that we just have to green light and end it if it goes bad.
What?
The
My show?
the
The
drone,
drone delivery?
Oh. Halfway
No more
through
plugging.
the improv show.
halfway through.
They're not yes-anding enough. Kill it.
Do they have shepherd hooks?
I
there?
think so. But like at what are we going to wait for like somebody to die before we
Well, you have to put a number because one person, anybody can die at any time.
Yeah, one person doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Wow.
One person doesn't
Wow.
matter.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say no, I'm not for it. I'm not,
Not
for
for
it. Yeah.
For drone delivery. That's what we're talking about here.
But 1 in 87 people die in a car accident.
Yeah.
It might be safer to not have
Just
all
shouting
these
statistics
delivery
at us.
That is true.
trucks driving around.
A lot of times, like...
What's the percentage of delivery trucks on the road?
a lot.
Probably a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it safer to have the drone deliver it or this 2-ton delivery truck
costing
running
a-
people over?
How many
Costing a
pizzas are you
hardworking
ordering at a
American
time?
that job.
This is Google. This is anything. This isn't just pizza.
This is still on the pizza. I was still on the pizza.
What kind of precautionary measures are they taking so that people just can't shoot your drone down out of the sky and,
And
have
steal
you steal
whatever.
your
That's
pizza?
a really good point.
Skeet shooting with prizes, one comedian called it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're shooting at the drone, you might ruin the pizza.
It's
Not
not
if you and then it comes down.
It depends on
What if
you're
there's too
shooting
much
at it.
sausage and it's too heavy?
What? Yeah, the box just gives way and the whole
Here's
pie
a-
just falls out.
Yeah, if it's
picture.
super greasy.
That looks like a super large drone. I'm afraid to click it.
I
but-
can't see from here.
Yeah. In
Ron
the-
says he doesn't want a drone delivering his 4 gallons of lube and cat and nine tails.
Does it come in an unmarked box?
Do you have the option to say, I don't want a drone to deliver that one?
Can it bring around to the back door?
It just drops a bunch of condoms on your lawn.
Yeah, the box opens as it's approaching.
exactly.
4 gallons, Ron? That's a little excessive.
Ah,
Look at him napalm spray.
that's a day.
You
That's a
gotta buy
day
in
for
bulk.
Ron. That's just one day.
I don't want to know.
Buy it in bulk. One of those huge oil vats. Yeah, I don't know. What about like birds? There's just so many issues already with man-powered drones. Because I've got a couple friends who like fly drones, and there's just so many FAA regulations. You can't fly in this zone or at this time or near here. You have to be X from construction sites. I just think that's gonna really mess stuff up.
Well,
Right.
how many drone cops are there handing out tickets for that? Just
Are there? Oh, that's true. Are there going to be like little drone police drones? Woo! Pulling them over if they're flying too quick.
I believe there is a device that the police and the army have developed that
Yeah.
will cause your drone to just land immediately.
Yeah, it literally
die.
like it will.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't go.
Like if it's flying near to an Air Force base or something, they can.
I don't think there's a Segway policeman going around just
Yelling at-
waving
like,
tickets
measuring.
in the air.
Yeah. Come down so I can ticket you.
yeah. So you're against it. I'm for it. I want to see it.
No,
I
I'm
want my
against it.
stuff. I'm ready to move forward.
I'm sure they'll figure out the regulations, and I'm sure it's safe enough. So
That's so reactive. I don't like that. I'm being very real with this. I don't know if we're supposed to like being
a
real.
little too close to
discussing- Yeah. My entire family was killed by a drone, so
Are the police drones going to be in short shorts and bicycle helmets?
that's exactly how I was picturing it. Like huge baggy cargo shorts.
Well, what about we might have a snowstorm here in Wisconsin at the
Might.
Might have one
couple
today.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
what about bad weather with the drones?
Ooh, it's not
Oh, yeah.
safe to
You're
have
not
pizza
getting your pizza
drivers
today.
out there when it's snowing.
Well, is the drone going to be able to function in the snow either, though?
Just
Maybe
getting bombarded with hail?
I would assume that they can operate in windy conditions.
Are they going to allow the drones to pick up returns and fly them to Kohl's?
Ooh, that would be nice.
Oh, that's Amazon.
Amazon.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
it's
Google.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
everyone
it's
has
same.
returns.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
people
So-
don't just sit in their houses on their butts enough already.
I think it's dangerous, though.
Can I come
this
into the
is
house and just put it in my lap?
spill Ron's lube on his lap for him.
slower.
It's not a race.
It's not a race. It's a marathon.
Is there a
Love
camera on
making is
this
a
thing?
marathon. I just feel like we're getting to a point with society where nobody's like in 50 years, nobody's gonna ever have a need to leave their house.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna be super isolated.
Could it be awesome?
It's gonna
Yeah.
be Wally.
Oh,
Well,
I hate that. I
That's
hate
one of
the
the
thought
reasons
that.
why I think I enjoy board games and other people. There's a resurgence with board games is
Heck
because
yeah.
it's a physical experience. You're sitting at a table with other human beings. You're not playing online with someone in China and
Yeah, yeah.
someone in Mexico. You're physically next to someone. It's tangible.
Right.
It's a social event as well as a game.
But I think it's also keeping you in your bubble. Like going out, you experience different types of people and different
Yeah,
viewpoints.
But I mean, like versus sitting in front of a computer all day and playing games and never
Yeah, that's
leaving
true.
the house or
I guess
even
board
touching
games is
people.
like, if we're arguing like what's better, video games or
board games or Overwatch.
Sure, there's your plug, board games.
Big board games.
Mr. Board Games.
All right, we'll see where that goes with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
drone delivery. So, a student sues Apple for $1 billion for a wrongful arrest with facial recognition software.
What?
Because you can't sue the police for $1 billion.
Yeah.
That's kind of my point with the story was when does the amount make your
Become
claim
absurd?
Absurd. Yeah. I think $1 billion.
Well, what were the damages. Was he on his way to work and he lost his job because they did this?
I don't even understand, like, talk me through the bones of the story.
Okay, he said he was wrongfully arrested for supposedly stealing $1,200 worth of Apple products, and some sort of Apple pen recognized his face, but it wasn't his face.
Oh.
So now he has to deal with all of the arrest record, the trying to get that removed, the stigma, the getting a job.
Well, if it wasn't him, there should be a public defender who can easily slam dunk this.
Well, yeah, but you still...
For free.
It still red flags you that you've been arrested for
You should be able to get all that expunged. Because it
costs money, and they don't just expunge it. They don't give a shit. You gotta pay a lot of money to get that done.
And lots of time.
When you're falsely arrested?
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you're proven to be innocent?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Welcome to the system, man.
Yeah. You think these drone cops give a shit?
It's one thing if you're an actual
carried all that
felon who
cargo.
is guilty and you have problems after that, but it's another thing if you were just wrongfully accused and exonerated.
It said, well, according to this guy, the right criminal did a lot of crimes, so he kept getting falsely accused.
They kept going back. They didn't change the algorithm.
They're like, Brad, you got shit stolen again. We're like, God, the third time this week, man. I'm trying to have brunch.
He'd be cheaper just paying the criminal for plastic surgery, so he stops getting recognized.
Well, did this kid just like is he represented, or did he just like write an email to Apple and was like, I want $1 billion?
I guess he's right.
He's also 94 in his...
He filed a lawsuit claiming the company's usage of facial recognition in stores falsely linked him.
I suppose if he never accepted to the terms and service.
Oh, you got to read that before you check that box. Checks that box? Chex Mix that box?
Yeah.
Favorite type of Chex Mix? Cheddar.
I'm more of a goldfish man.
Really?
Yeah.
Just
I've
plain
got a
old
2-year-old,
goldfish?
so I've got goldfish in the house.
Oh, that's right.
And I am doing goldfish lines all the time.
I like the original with the rye chips.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Nah,
But
I
you can't
go
get just
Gardettos.
rye chips because they're not.
Gardettos owns Chex Mix.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Like as a company?
No.
Or just like in a street fight?
They win.
Yeah.
they win.
Gardettos
Immortal
slam
snack
dunk.
combat.
Maybe I like both.
Ron wants to know what he's going to do with the $1 billion. He says, is he going to get sharks with laser beams on their frickin' heads?
Yeah. That's just too much money.
Don't have to
$1
be a
billion
student anymore.
It
Right.
may have been inconvenient and cost you a little bit of money, but it didn't cost you $1 billion.
Yeah,
Right.
but now
That's
when
what
he
I'm
comes to the table to negotiate down to like
Right.
just $1 million.
Right.
Now he's being very reasonable.
Right.
Right.
Sure, I'll take $1 million. I'm a student.
Yeah.
I can work with you on this.
Yeah.
We're all grown-ups here.
Oh, crazy.
All right, I got a story that made me laugh. You guys want to know? They found some caveman poop.
Okay. How
They did. Ah,
Yeah.
Was it fresh?
were they looking for it?
Well, this caveman
In a jewel Osco.
in the caveman poop, they found an entire rattlesnake.
Alive?
Like he ate it, or
One-throated it, no bites.
No way. That's ex post facto. I vote the snake climbed into the poop.
went into the poop and died.
Yeah.
Here's the poop.
Oh, it's like encased.
Sir, that's just a snake.
Oh, that's nasty.
They speculated that it was done for religious reasons.
I was going to say it's probably a dare.
Maybe, but that looks like a big
That's
snake.
what I'm thinking.
Oh, dare a crook to eat whole snake.
This is the Tide Pod challenge of cavemen.
Oh, yeah.
How-
One throat that rattlesnake.
He got so many likes on his cave wall. People came in and did a thumbs up hieroglyphic.
How big is
A little
it? There's
heart.
no
It's like a little
reference.
baby snake?
Yeah. Is there like a penny next to it?
Yeah,
Can the
there's
people
not.
see what we're looking at or no?
No.
Are they not
No.
privy? Oh,
They'll have to Google the stories for themselves.
Yeah.
yeah. Just type in caveman rattlesnake poop. I'm sure you'll find it.
1,500 years ago. This means the human race is going to be fine.
Yeah, but how
We
big
eat
is the
Tide
snake?
Pods. They were doing this way back in the day.
Humans were more rugged back then because
Yeah,
life
our
sucked.
systems could handle more.
Yeah, we're totally weak right now.
Yeah.
Maybe he just didn't like crunching the bones.
So he just took it like a big noodle. Do you think he killed it first?
Face first or butt first?
Oh,
Well, you
Him,
don't
the
want
guy
him
or
to be
the
able
snake?
to get out.
Snake. Yeah, but you
you
don't want to
don't
go
want him to-
fang first.
yeah.
are rattlesnakes poisonous?
Yeah.
Are they?
They rattle to say, get away or I'm going to bite you.
Oh,
You
that's
need to stay in the city, sir.
Well, it's not like if I'm in the desert, I'm going to be like, let's test it out. Go ahead and bite me, or I'll eat you
Always
whole.
wondered.
Ron says he did it as a challenge on CaveTube.
Yeah.
CaveTube.
Got a
Cave
lot of-
tube.
So they collect. I just thought it was like, holy crap! He one-throated it. He swallowed it whole.
So cavemen didn't have a gag reflex. That's something that we've.
Ooh,
It
yeah.
said they also found.
No, they didn't.
Was it a girl? Was it a cave woman?
Ooh, can they
Yeah,
tell
you
from the
don't
poop?
know, I guess.
It was a dainty poop.
I've been told men and women poop differently.
Really?
That's what Ron Jeremy told
Well, I
me.
bet you could
Oh
tell
my
from the
God.
DNA in
Get
the poop
outta
if there
here.
is any, if it was a male or female.
Yeah, you can.
Maybe.
No, I saw an interview about what was that? Was it 2 Men 1 Cup or something like that, where it was someone eating poop?
Oh,
And
two
like
girls,
like
one cup?
Yeah, a sexy porn video or whatever. And Ron
Yeah.
Jeremy was watching it and commenting on it because he's an expert on 2 girls eating poop. And he's like, no,
Aren't
girl
we
poop
all?
is like little pellets. And I'm like,
oh
well,
my god.
well, my baby's poop is little pellets, and she's a girl, but she's also the size of a
She's
large
a
bunny
baby.
rabbit.
I
so
think he's confusing human poop with deer poop.
Yeah.
I have that in my backyard
Probably.
too. I have a deer problem again.
Do you?
I'm mowing the lawn, and there's human sized poop, and there's like a huge pile of like bunny poop, and apparently
Are you
male
guys
deer.
shitting in your backyard?
No,
I'm thinking
The
about it.
human-sized poop. Is that you?
I'm thinking about it because maybe it'll scare the deer off.
I love that this evolved into a
You're like,
giant
the
poop
goldfish got to
conversation.
come out somewhere, buddy.
I'm
Whole
just
grain.
green lighting this conversation. No, stop.
If you guys had to eat a dangerous animal whole, what animal would you eat?
Whole?
Whole. If you just had to go.
Well, a small one, obviously. So
Sure.
I got a gag reflex.
I
I,
know.
can't do
Give
it.
me an
right.
alligator.
like a
Alligator.
scorpion or something.
Oh, maybe. I wonder if the
No.
rattlesnake was alive.
Are you allowed to take like the scorpion's like
Nope.
stinger off
Nope,
before
nope,
you
nope,
eat
nope,
it?
no. The rattle was in there.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, but the rattle's not the dangerous part. It's the fangs. It's the venom.
The fangs they found in there too.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
God.
got pictures of the fangs.
That's pretty badass, though, when you think about it. Like, you wouldn't mess with that guy after he swallows a whole rattlesnake. I should do that next time I'm at a bar, just like when I go in, just
Well,
swallow a rattlesnake.
If I saw
and
Tom
grab whatever.
eat a rattlesnake whole, and that's the one time in my life I might challenge him to a fight because now I know he's compromised. He's got a rattlesnake in him.
Or
One
he's
good
more
punch,
dangerous.
and he might get that venom might get released.
Yeah.
That is super true.
Or it might bite through his stomach into your hand.
Yeah. Or he spits at you and he's spitting venom.
Ooh, the snake comes out like in the movie Aliens.
And it goes, hunk, and then it comes back.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Oh, I got another bodily fluid story here.
Oh,
Oh,
sweet.
God.
So this Japanese restaurant, it makes 3D sushi, so it uses
All
the
sushi
proteins
is
and stuff.
3D.
What 3D? What does that mean?
Like it's printing sushi?
Yeah.
All
It's printing
sushi is
raw
3D.
fish.
Yeah.
Because it exists in
The
life.
sushi chips?
I didn't write the story. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
own the
Yeah,
restaurant.
fuck you, man.
I don't think I would
I
trust
get that so much. Like,
I was
fuck
watching
you, Tom.
I was watching QI last night, and they said that if you take baby poop and put it into your sausage, it'll be delicious.
No, I
Because
don't like that.
The bacteria
Yeah,
will
no.
be like probiotic, and the sausage it'll taste just as great, but it'll have less
poop.
sodium and some other stuff in it.
Baby poop in your sausage.
That's because that's the safest poop they thought about putting in there.
So if you had to
you
put
could
poop
put you
in
could
your
put grown up
sausage,
poop in there for the probiotics.
You're
with
going
that
through your
bacteria.
cabinet of what type of poop you got.
I want that caveman poop in
I
there.
have
I'm on a
Tom's
diet.
poop.
I'll have the child's poop, please.
I have a big jug of Tom poop and a little jug of little tiny Molly poops, and I have
Gross.
Molly's
I
in
don't
a
Molly
perfect
poop.
sphere because that's how girls poop.
I don't like where this conversation is
those
going.
pie weights.
Oh, I thought we were talking like ecstasy poop, like Molly poop,
No.
The good
Although-
stuff.
that
Although-
club poop.
You might be onto something.
Maybe, maybe. Who knows? What was the story
Okay,
again?
so there's fluids in the sushi.
Wasn't okay. I was just gonna get on
We've
to
really thrown him off.
he who shall not be named was picking Vicodin out of his poop.
Oh,
and
yes.
redoing his illegal pills.
Oh God, who?
Gross.
We have a rule that we cannot mention the former previous quarterback of the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, I don't know sports, so I wouldn't know.
Sports.
Anyway. Sports.
There we go.
That's a
Japanese
touchdown
restaurant.
sport.
That's a goal point sport.
Yeah.
So
The old touch and tackle.
they are printing out raw fish.
3D printed sushi for its diners by studying samples of their body fluids.
So okay, hold
to
on.
eat? Are we eating this?
So is this like fish they put into the printer and they just make sushi with it, or is this like
This is like a design
scientific
element.
like designed food?
Like
that's
a chemically designed.
Yeah.
It is
something.
chemically designed to meet your dietary needs.
Gross.
so it's
See,
Okay.
sees what
Society's
you're
going down the wrong path,
deficient-
baby.
Are you a vegetarian, John?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So would you eat lab-grown meat?
Maybe. Something about it just seems wrong. Like the more
some's
shit-
got to die
I'm
if you're
kind
going
of
to
the
enjoy this meal.
yeah. I need something to suffer terribly. No, I'm kind of I like to eat healthy, so I'll look at labels, and if there's stuff, the like dihydrogen chloroxide flour, like if there's stuff on there that you just don't recognize or can't read, I try to avoid it as much as I can. So like the thought of lab growing things, but I don't know, for sustainability, I think that's where we have to go.
Would you accept a lab-grown organ if you needed a new liver and they could grow one for you in the
Well,
lab?
if it's life or death, yeah. But if it's like, should I eat a real hamburger?
But if you're just at a
or-
steak restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take it from the cow, please.
Wouldn't a nice plague be easier?
Plague, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Now we're down to 10% of people. and-
Yeah, just cut it back down.
Yeah.
Ron says 3D sushi is people.
Well, you have to give this restaurant a urine sample.
Okay.
What?
It's
You-
Wait,
reasonable.
whoa.
Like you bring it in with you at the door.
Are they
you hand them a
making
cup
this
urine?
out of your fluids?
No, but they're analyzing your fluids to determine
You
what
need
you
to
like.
give based on DNA,
Why don't you just
urine,
order something?
and poop.
I know there are smart toilets that'll
Look,
analyze your excrements
I'm not
to tell
shitting
you
in a cup
if
and
you're
bringing
sick.
it to a
Tom-
Japanese
Tom's
restaurant.
saying that they're analyzing it to see what you're deficient in, so that
Oh,
they can then
to be like, you need.
right,
You need
blah,
more
blah,
iron.
blah.
you need more iron. We'll just pump iron in this raw for 3D printed
Oh,
Sushi.
made up sushi.
I guess that sounds helpful.
You could just eat more iron.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But if you don't know,
Ron's cracking me
it
up
seems
today.
just like they've partnered with like Aurora Healthcare. Like,
Ron says, "Here's your sushi. Also, you're pregnant."
yeah.
Do I have to
They
poop
throw
at
in a
the
free
restaurant?
pregnancy
You
test.
are not the father.
No, you can send in a kit to the restaurant.
Okay.
That's like your reservation.
your
'Cause
shit,
what-
your
what
shit
if-
kit.
Yeah, your shit kit.
Because what if I'm nervous about it, so I take one of your shits and I send it in with my name on it.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Also, I'd be concerned. This is a restaurant, and you're sending
Shit into the
shit
kitchen.
into it. Where I hope they have a completely separate.
A guy
building
with
that
like a
they're
huge
analyzing
like
this
tray
stuff.
of shit and urine's like
Right.
bumping through the
and
kitchen.
a comically big
Ah,
magnifying
it's
glass.
sloshing off into other people's sushi.
This guy gets enough corn.
Right
It's a
next to
roller
the piss
diner.
and shit, they've got the food.
It's on
It's
roller skates.
Sonic style. They're bringing it out.
Yeah.
too. Oh God,
That's
no,
just
thank you.
all
I don't want
sorts
that.
of wrong.
With food, like the more complicated it is, just the more you got to avoid it. I think.
Where is this? It's probably got to be
Japan.
in like in China. Okay.
When it comes to diets and stuff, like Tom's on the keto diet right now.
Ooh, keto.
And
Yep.
what is that again? What do you not eat?
Many
Bread?
carbs.
You don't eat bread?
Carbs.
Carbs.
Sugar.
I got a keto
My
bread.
rule of thumb is what have human beings been eating for thousands of years? I'll stick to that. If it
Yeah.
was good enough for Socrates, it's good enough for me.
Yeah.
So I love cheese, but I'm not going to have fake cheese, but I'll have that fancy goat cheese.
True.
So
All right. What about this?
Good enough for
Yeah.
Socrates. Good enough for me. I like that.
All right. Texas high school bans parents from wearing pajamas, hair rollers, and leggings to school.
I agree with
What?
this. I'm on
are
board.
you a teacher?
But what about the parents?
Yes.
What about the parents that use that as a punishment to embarrass their children?
They're not doing it to punish their kids. They're doing it because they're busy people and they
No,
don't
my
dress
dad
up.
would threaten to do that kind of stuff to punish me.
Put on hair roller.
Yes.
Do we think leggings count as pants or
I
no?
like them.
It depends what your top
To wear
is.
or to watch?
if
to
you're
watch.
if you're wearing a comically oversized shirt, then yes, leggings are fine.
True.
As long as you're covering up the goods.
I guess
So.
that's true. Yeah. I don't know where I stand. I used to be anti, but who am I to tell people
Well,
what to wear? You know?
I read an article about the same story, and I guess the idea was the school says you should be teaching your kids to dress to impress or to take things seriously.
Yeah.
And you're setting a bad example by showing up in your hair curlers
Right.
to the PTA meeting.
Okay, that's
Oh, was this teachers or is this students?
Teach-
Teachers
the
were
school.
complaining that the parents of the students
Oh.
coming to conference
pick them up
were.
or pick
Oh,
them up.
coming to a conference?
I heard it was like conference stuff.
Oh.
This is both too. This
This
is
is students and just anybody in the school can't wear.
This is
Yeah, why are
directed
you
at
wearing
the parents.
pajamas?
I cannot imagine a parent wearing pajamas and hair curlers to a parent-teacher
When I
conference.
was in high school, everyone wore pajamas in high school. That was like the thing.
Well, there
Everyone
was,
had
like,
the
always
flannel
a
pajama
day.
pants. So I could see
Yeah,
a parent
on
now,
pajama day.
Right.
someone who's in
during
their 30s
Spirit
thinking,
Week.
Pajama
I'm going
day.
back to school. I'm putting on pajamas.
Yeah.
So I could see that.
I never... We
But
didn't-
what if like a family can't afford jeans or regular pants?
Here's the deal.
I guess we're being very
Straight up. You have my kid, and you're telling me I can't come pick my kid up? You're in control of my minor.
Are you're picking up the kid in nothing but a beater and your boxers
Give me my kid.
Smoking a cigar.
with meatball
Yeah.
stains on it?
Exactly. I don't care. Give me my fucking kid. You're a high school. You're a glorified babysitter till they're 18. I don't give a shit.
Jesus.
That's all
Tom,
you
Slow
are.
down,
thoughts
college.
on education.
Slow down, Tom. It's
Right.
not like it's college or anything.
Yeah. Don't tell me I can't pick up my kid, whether I'm in a hurry or whatever reason. I shouldn't be asking a teacher, well, it's okay because I was really busy.
Am
or
I
just-
dressed up all
Shut
right
the fuck
to
up and
pick
give me my kid.
Well, think of it
Oh,
this
is
way.
that part of this? I missed that.
They're telling students, if you're in your car and they see hair rollers, they wave you on.
As the parent.
So they're keeping my kid,
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's weird.
putting them hair rollers in.
I thought we were
And my
talking
beard.
about like students and teachers at the school.
No,
No,
this is the
the
parents.
parents.
Of the
Oh
students.
God. Okay. Sorry.
Coming
I
to
fell
parent
asleep
teacher
during the first part, I
conference and
guess.
stuff like
It's
that.
one thing if they're coming to conferences like that. It's another if they're just sitting in their car waiting
Picking
to
up a
pick up their
child.
kid.
Oh, I'm fine with that. Yeah. No, as in like wear whatever you want. Who cares?
Yeah.
Picking up your child.
The meeting, I say, dress up, look nice. But yeah, you're picking your kid up after school. That's
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
or
that's
dropping
ridiculous.
them off before school and you're still getting ready for work.
But if you're going to a parent-teacher conference, it's like this is like having a meeting with your boss. You should be dressing up a little bit, showing the
Right.
kids
Out
how
of
it's
respect.
done.
Yeah.
Taking it
Let's
seriously.
get Texas on the line. Can we do that?
Molly, can you get that phone ringing?
Houston. This is in Texas. They're the ones telling parents. I'm sick of other people telling people
That's what I'm
they
saying.
can't
Let's
do
call 'em
stuff.
up. Tell
I
them they're
got a buddy
dum-dum.
in Texas. I'll call him.
Hey, yo, where's Texas?
Hello, this is Texas.
All right. No, you can't tell parents what to do because the parents don't attend school. You're
You can.
babysitting their
They
kids.
don't have to listen.
They don't have to listen. And what are you going to do? Kick them out?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if you're just in the car picking them up, I think it's fine. I'm all about like good self-image and
What do we got?
self-respect, but
It's,
You're calling Texas?
is it Texas?
no.
We got Texas
Oh, we got
online,
Texas
too?
on the line.
I got Tom's phone. Someone's calling him.
Texas.
Who's calling me? Is it Jen?
Sarah.
Oh. Okay. Oh, okay.
Get her on the line.
Moving on.
You got some other random chick calling you during our show, Tom?
Ooh.
You got some explaining to do.
Sweet.
All right. Hey, side action, not when I'm on the air with Molly.
Listen, yo, side piece. You know that I'm live right now.
What the
Girlfriend
kids
got
call
my
it?
phone.
Hey, side piece.
All right, let's do one quick one. Coachella has a huge spike in herpes reported on the festival grounds.
On the grounds.
Well,
There's like a guy sweeping up
touch the
herpes. Sweeping up
Sweeping
a
up
big
herpes.
bag of herpes on his back.
Well, there is this app called Herp Alert
Okay, love it.
where you can send pictures.
I'm going to download that right
Of
now.
your vagina and your Johnson?
Yeah, your infected
Alert.
genitalia.
Ew.
And, like, I don't know if they have medical staff online
I
ready
hope
to
so.
let you know if it's herpes
just
or not.
weirdos.
Oh, I
Herpes
think
from
that's
hippies.
fine if you give people better access to it. I'm all for that.
As long as it's confidential.
Well, what they were saying is...
Oh, it's not. Yeah, not like a socially shared.
Yeah.
Like
Hey guys, I'm clear. Post a
Tamara
picture.
from Virginia, his certified herps, the Certa herps.
We're removing the likes on Herp Alert. So yeah, supposedly this app only gets about 20 calls a day, but during Coachella, it got bombarded with 250.
No,
Wow,
it's possible to have herpes and not know
No.
it, right?
12
true,
cases.
especially
Yeah.
in males.
So you can be highly
You can be a
contagious
carrier,
and
but-
not realize that you are
Yeah.
spreading your herpes seed.
Or it's in remission and it's not showing
That's terrifying.
Get tested,
or
people.
something.
Yeah, everyone
Even
should
if
get
you're not
tested.
sexually active.
Don't trust Herp Alert app on your phone.
If you're using the app, it's
yeah,
too late.
anything that relies on like a catchy rhyming name, I don't like.
If you're using Herp Alert, you probably have a
hearing that.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you have to go to Herp Alert, you
Yeah.
have to go to the doctor.
right.
Okay?
Yeah, if you're just, I think as a rule, if you're not sure what's on your genitals,
Yeah.
It's a problem.
go see a professional.
Yeah.
Nope, that's when you ask your buddy.
I'm a
Yeah.
busy
Hey man, what do you think? Should I go to the doctor?
Don't go away.
If she has Herp Alert on her phone,
Oh yeah.
stay away.
I wanted to go through a text message, then I saw Herp Alert.
On the main page.
Hey, you really want to go through your significant other's phone?
Maybe
Or
she's
he's-
not submitting. Maybe she's reviewing. Maybe she
she's a
works,
medical professional.
She works for Herp
Yeah.
Alert.
She's working
Yeah.
remotely in
Yeah.
the field.
She's making that money.
She's keeping Coachella clean. Tom.
yeah.
Okay.
Herp
They-
alert. Keeping
They said
Coachella
that
clean.
12 usually swells to 60 when the Oscars are in town.
Hey.
So
Wow.
Hollywood's bringing the herp. The herp alert.
The Hollywood herps.
When are the Olympics coming to America next?
Oh, geez. Never. They're never coming. We got a little bit of a speed rail. You want to do that after the interview? Just keep it rolling a little
Speed
bit.
rail is when Tom finds fun article headlines, but the article itself isn't worth talking about.
Love it.
It's a misleading
I'm cool for
headline.
whatever.
Yeah.
We can keep rolling with that.
We're having fun. Let's do a... Well, then we'll have to end with the interview. Okay.
Let's do interview because that'll be a nice middle section.
There we
I
go.
think.
All right.
And then we'll end it with a nice zinger.
Yeah, stop changing it up, Tom.
Oh God, I gotta tell you
Nothing
guys how to
sucks.
how to run your podcast.
Guys trying to
This
improv
is
all over the
embarrassing.
place.
Here on the line, the people are gonna see this.
All right, Jonathan. You're from Indiana,
Munster.
home of the KKK.
Shout out to Diane Kowalski. That is not home to the KKK.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Define home of
Like
that
100 years
started-
ago, some idiot
That's
had
where
that
it
idea.
started was
Yeah, the
Indiana.
birthplace.
I always give
Well,
Mount-
Munster, Indiana.
Just Indiana.
You're making
probably.
assumptions, homeboy.
Oh, okay.
I know it's Indiana.
And is it the KKK or is it like a
An unaffiliated KKK.
kids carrot
like an
cake?
off-brand
Funny.
KKK?
I know two of those words start with a C, but you'd switch it.
But in the logo, it looks
An
like a K.
off-brand KKK. They have less thread counts in
You
their
guys
sheets.
aren't the real deal.
And it's like 10%
All
cheaper.
right.
Sponsored by Kohl's.
Well, if Tom Petty sings about those girls, it's got to be in our right place, right?
Munster, Indiana.
Sure.
Sure, I love it. Yeah,
Indiana.
it's
So
great.
what brought you to Wisconsin?
Work. Yeah.
Work?
I work at Beta Rudder, which is an ad agency downtown. I went to school in Terre Haute, graduated with a marketing degree, and got a job. I work as a producer now at
Excellent.
an agency. So moved up here knowing barely nobody. There was a couple people from high school that was a nice, helpful transition. But yeah, I didn't know a lot of people. So
Okay.
look at here. Now I'm doing
Yeah.
podcasts, doing shows, getting that herp
Doing
alert revenue.
Let's tell us a little bit about the dojo and how you got started there.
Yeah, so when again, moving here, knowing few to no people, I just needed friends.
Okay.
And I grew up doing theater and stuff, and I'd always wanted to do improv. So I did a show with Greendale Community Theater, auditioned for that, and through there met a ton of like-minded people in the theater and comedy scene. And from there, just asked people where can I do improv? And Mojo Dojo at the time was relatively new, I think. Don't quote me on how many years it's been around or officially started, but they were doing an open dojo thing every Wednesday. It was free for an hour or two, and you could come, and it was just a free lesson. So really no commitment. You could just come and try it out. And so I went and tried it out, and just immediately fell in love with it. I'm super comfortable on stage, and everybody there was really great and supportive and helpful. And from there, just took some classes. They have a really great series of classes and really talented people in there. There's people that have performed in Chicago, LA, all the coasts. So I feel like long form improv doesn't get what it deserves in Milwaukee, because I don't know, you feel like a lot of people in the art scene that grow up in Milwaukee tend to go elsewhere and flourish and blossom elsewhere. But there's so many fucking talented people in Milwaukee doing their thing, especially in improv. So yeah, from after graduating through their classes, just got on some house teams, and I do some indie teams now as well. So tonight, Shotgun, that's a kind of an indie team that we just put together. So yeah, it's great.
Before you said long term?
Long form?
Long form. What is long form improv?
So long form improv, there's two types. There's short form improv and long form. So if you guys are familiar with comedy sports,
Yep.
Yeah.
that's short form. So it's very quick. This is going to get super nerdy, but the game in improv is basically what's funny about a scene. So in short form, the game is usually assigned. So it's with comedy sports, which is super great. They will okay, you're a doctor and you're a patient coming, and it's all kind of predetermined and prescripted. Yeah, all that. Yeah. But in long form, the game, you find it. So it starts off. And again, a longer format. You find the game. So you get a suggestion up top, and you kind of go and you start a show and you find what's funny about it. You know, you may end up that you might be a doctor and a patient, but that's kind of where the scene takes you.
So is it less structured?
Yeah, there's still like there's structure to it, and like we rehearse and practice and stuff, and there's kind of formats and how you do a show. So just like you've got a format for the podcast, but the content could be different. There's ways of structuring a show, but it's less prescribed.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you rehearse it without spoiling the magic?
Well, that's true. I mean, I get that question all the time. If I'm like, sorry, I can't hang out. Like, I've got improv rehearsal, and they're like, oh, you fucking rehearse improv, and I'm like, well, it's kind of like
I know it's a muscle. You got to
keep
it working.
No, it truly is. Like, it's very much. I think of it like a sport. You know, like you don't necessarily know how the game is going to go, but you still need to work with your team, and there's different strategies, and of course, like, just kind of bonding with your team and getting to know each other's sense of humor. And it's definitely something that you get better at. So like rehearsals is the time where you can fail and make mistakes. And of course we can fail on stage too. That's like the beauty and the scary thing about improv. That's why I love improv so much, because it's super in the moment.
So is it hard when you start with someone new you never met before?
It can be, depending on your experience level. So I'm only a few years in, but like a really, really good improviser, playing with like somebody who's in week 2 or something, they could probably make a really, really great scene. And I'm not saying like you need experience to be good, but there's definitely learning to it. You can be naturally funny, and be kind of like geared towards improv and then sharpen that muscle. But it definitely helps when you spend time with the people, because you know each other's strengths. You can sort of like give them gifts on stage, which like a gift is kind of setting somebody up for
like a
something.
big old softball right down the middle.
Yeah. I am a musical person. I love to sing. So I like sometimes people be like, oh yeah, like that one song that you used to sing. Like, here we go. Like that's the gift. So yeah, it definitely helps. It helps to just keep, like you said, keep that muscle.
Okay.
Keep that muscle going.
So when you do improv classes, like we've always kind of joked about it, that it's the Scientology of comedy.
Wait, why?
Because you're in a cult and you have to gain levels and go through.
Sure. Yeah. No, that's true.
And pay money. How do you get new people in and to tell them that don't worry about like brain freezing on stage? It's not as terrifying as you think.
Yeah.
So how do you get people over that fear? Because I know that's what everybody's scared of. Yeah,
it really isn't. In talking to a lot of people who do improv or who haven't but really want to, you just have to do it. Like I think of, if my mom is watching this, when my sister used to be like really afraid. I hope I'm not misremembering this, but she used to be like afraid to just like jump in the pool or like get in the deep end or something.
Yeah, a little shy.
So a little shy. And at one point, my sweet mother, we were like walking alongside the pool, and she just like pushed my sister in. And like, I think that's kind of what you have to do with improv. Yeah. Like you can psych yourself out of anything, and you just have to jump into it. And that's why Mojo Dojo is awesome, because they still do on Wednesdays this open dojo where you can come for free for an hour or and a half, whatever, and just try it out. And nobody's going to be perfect on their first day, but yeah, I don't know, getting over that failure is super scary. Like even the best of the best, still you can have a shitty show or a shitty scene or something, but I think that if you're made for improv, like that's what you really like about it. It's kind of this like the good nerves, I think, like, oh shit, I hope this works.
Well, I think you need to tell people, like, people watch racing for car accidents.
Yeah.
And if you
oh god
bomb on stage, it's still entertaining.
I guess that's true. It's a memory for sure.
Yeah. Here we go. We got one of them. So yeah,
that question
don't
just so you could push the button?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, and like the worst thing that happens is it's quiet. You know what I mean? Like I've never had a show where they're like, boo, or like not funny. Maybe stand-ups get that in shows or whatever, but and it might just be that the Milwaukee scene here is so like supportive and the people are great that I've literally never had anybody say anything negative.
So
after
no
a show.
hecklers.
No hecklers.
Okay.
No, people are really great.
People don't come to improv to heckle?
I guess not. We get the
Wow.
nice people.
So when
the stand-ups get the shitty
what are the
audience.
venues like? Is it like you're at a bar or are you at like a playhouse?
Kind of the latter. So we perform at Urban Harvest Brewery, which is a really cool bar in Walker's Point. I don't know if you guys are familiar, if you've been in there, but there's
I've
like
been in
this
that place
huge door that
specifically.
you walk through, and it opens up to this like 55-seat sort of black box theater. So it's, sort of very self-contained, and it's perfect. I've done gigs where you're performing like at a bar, and that's just so hard. Like, especially with long form, because it's a show. Like if people come in 10 minutes late, you'll still be entertained, but you're missing that. To me, the beauty of long form is like the connectedness and the callbacks and the characters and the arcs and all that stuff. So we've performed for like at intermission for bands at bars and stuff, and it's
Never mix
those have
comedy and
been
music.
Oh yeah,
dude.
do
Those
that.
have been
We've
those
done
have been
shows
the
at music events.
it's the roughest. Which God love them for trying, because I think it's the musicians and comedians I think get along really well because they kind of have the same struggle.
Musicians want to be comedians. Comedians want to be musicians.
Yeah, and they just like inherently understand each other because you kind of go through the same shit when you're coming up in that scene. But oh god, yeah, that's rough. I think one gig we did, we were supposed to do a second set, and we just talked with whoever we were performing with. We were like, let's just not do this. Nobody wants us here. We got to get out of here.
That's the tough thing about performing at bars is people go out to bars not knowing the show is happening, and all of a sudden
they're
an
like,
improv
what?
show.
Yeah, it's like you're
Right.
having dinner with your family, and then somebody walks in. They're like, "Let me shout jokes at you," and you're
Right.
like, "What? Get out of my house!" Yeah.
The turkey's overdone.
So how do we find like these shows, and is there a cover charge, or if we want to go and
Yeah, so usually
see them.
tickets are $10 for Mojo Dojo, which you're getting two shows. So there's an opener, intermission, and then a headliner, and it's for $10. It's like it's amazing.
It's a night out.
that sounds awesome.
It's a night out, yeah, and it's really cool.
and you're at a bar.
Yeah, and you're at a bar, so it's mutually beneficial for the bar as well.
Right.
They get more business from us. It's just it's a really cool place, and it's been awesome to see the past 3 years it just really grow. Because when we first started, we were just playing to a lot of friends and families and renting out a space in Comedy Sports, and now there's been shows where I don't recognize 90% of the people, which is so cool to see, because that it's like word of mouth, and you're not just inviting your Facebook friends and that kind of stuff. Like, people are enjoying it. And you see like couples, old, young. It's
That's cool.
it's awesome.
So
I can't speak.
Is it
enough
family
about-
friendly?
I think we advertise them as not family
Okay.
friendly.
Just in case.
Just in case. I think when you go on like the ticket to buy your tickets, I think it says not family friendly or something. But
Okay.
that's not to say that we're like,
They're gonna go all Molly on us.
yeah, we're not going to give you that Molly shit. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be swear words and like some
Okay.
subject matter that's like,
So it's
Probably.
PG-13.
yeah.
Is
Verging
there a-
on R.
Is there a rivalry between Comedy Sports and Mojo Jojo?
Not that I've seen, but
No.
wherever I am, I try to
The
stay.
big dog says no
I
every
try,
time.
I try to.
Yeah.
With who? Huh?
Yeah.
Comedy
What?
What?
Comedy, huh? I try to stay blissfully unaware of all of that shit, because I think too there's always some murmurings of like stand-ups versus improvisers in the city, and it's like,
Uh-oh.
guys, we're all trying to do the same goddamn
Yeah.
thing here. Like, we're just
You're-
trying to
you're-
make people laugh.
You're
Yeah.
building an audience, and
Trying to be
everybody
funny.
benefits from a bigger audience.
Yeah, and there's stand-ups that do improv. There's improvisers that do stand-ups. Like, let's help each other get better, man. I don't think there's a rivalry between Comedy Sports, because
Okay.
we share audiences as well.
Okay.
I don't think, like, I prefer to perform long form, but I think, like you said, it's a night out. If you're like laughing, it doesn't matter if you're like doing bits at Comedy Sports or seeing a cool long form show at Mojo Dojo.
Yeah. Well, we have a friend, John Deinschold. He
He does Comedy
does
Sports.
both.
Mhm.
Well, he does
And he
both.
says he wants to whoop your ass.
No,
Bring him on, man.
he's
I can't
done.
imagine him saying that. He's so quiet and
He's done
soft-spoken.
Mojo Dojo too, though. He's done both.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it can only help you. Like, it can only help you get better
Okay.
at either one.
So how did you get into acting? You're in a movie here coming up.
Yes, sir. Well, I flashback to 5th grade, little towhead Jonathan in the home of the KKK, apparently. Munster, Indiana. our high school at the time. So I was in 5th grade, but the Munsters High School was doing Sound of Music for their spring show, and they needed kids to audition for the Von Trapp family. So I auditioned. I was Kurt Von Trapp.
Hey.
And from there, and actually, Mrs. Samarja, there's no way she's watching this, because I don't think we're Facebook friends, or she remembers I exist.
Not since last birthday.
Yeah. But she was the one that was like, "Hey, you should try out for this. Like, you like singing and performing. You should go do this." And honestly, I think I probably would have fell into theater at some point, but maybe not as quickly or as early. But auditioned for that, and then literally since then just fell in love with it. So I don't think I've gone a year without doing a show. Maybe the past couple years.
Prefer
but
musicals?
I don't know. I just like doing. I like improv now because with real life, like it gets busy, and improv. Although we rehearse, like the schedules are less intensive than theater, because you don't have to memorize anything,
That is
which
true.
is super
Yeah.
great. You just like put on clothes and go do your make-em ups. I think I've been doing a lot of improv lately, so I've kind of been yearning to do musicals or like do a show. But if I were super heavy on theater, I'd probably want to get back into improv. So, yeah, I kind of miss it. It's been a while. I think it's been 4 years since I just kicked over my water bottle. No spill though. Cap is on.
We're good.
Always cap it. But yeah, I'd love to get back into it. And recently, so as I'm a broadcast producer at work, so I do a lot of like TV and film type stuff. And have really in the past year or two been looking to get more into the film scene just outside of work and in Milwaukee. So I've like volunteered to do PA gigs on sets, and from there you just like meet people. I produced a short film recently that I can't talk about yet. But behind or in front of the camera,
Yeah,
we can talk
Scratch
about
that
the one.
off the list.
is that the one?
Yes.
Okay, we
Yeah,
won't talk
yeah,
about that.
No comment.
I did a little research.
Oh, no comment. Yeah, kill that. Scratch that off the boards.
Okay.
But yeah, I recently acted in a short film that did we figure out if it's Purdy or Purty?
Purty.
Sorry, Ron. I don't know, man. I guess I've never heard you say your name. But yeah, I love doing like behind the camera shit, producing and also acting. It's just fun to like play in those different spaces.
So would you say we co-starred in it, or
No. You guys were
you'll probably
extras.
see my name in the credits?
There's
longer
no
than
such
me
thing as
in
a
the-
small role.
in the film.
Yeah. No, we shot at a bar in Kenosha.
McAuliffe's Racing.
Oh, Racine,
Or
yeah.
Racine. Oh God, I think I said Kenosha last time. Yeah, and you guys were extras at the bar, so you
Yep.
just got to listen to me be sad for like 4 hours.
Yeah,
Um,
it was awesome.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I just saw a cut of it the other day, and it was just so fun to just do projects because it's like there's such a cool scene here in Milwaukee, and people really care about it, and it's just I love the collaboration.
Yeah.
So how did such a fun improv, funny comedy guy get cast in a Ron Pertwee depressing
Sad
film?
bar movie.
I'm trying to remember how it happened. I think so. A friend of mine knows Chris, who knows Ron.
Mhm.
I think through PIM, the Paranormal Investigators in Milwaukee, and I think through there it was just like hey, I've got an actor friend who's good, and I think my friend Brandon vouched for me or something. But I've done dramatic works like all through high school and in college and stuff. I love it. It's kind of funny. I love doing the funny make 'em ups, but it was so nice to just be like quiet and sad. Like it was
And there's
great.
a script.
Yeah, I don't have to do any work.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. Yeah, it was super, super fun.
And the premiere of that will be next Saturday, May 4th, at McAuliffe's Bar at 9 p.m. It is also director Ron's 40th birthday party. So I want
yeah,
people to come out. Molly and I will be there.
Big 4-0.
I'm sure you'll probably show up.
Yeah, I'll be there.
He's got it. His first film festival coming up too for it.
Yeah, and I think we're doing like a short festival run. And if all goes well, I'm not sure what the rules are with festivals, if we'll be able to like unleash it to the public, but it should be public before the 4th of July. I think that's the
Nice.
plan.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. So look for that. I don't remember
Yeah.
what your initial question was.
It all rolled into multiple
It all
questions.
rolled.
Yeah, I
that.
talk a lot.
So what's your What are you looking at doing next? What do we got coming up?
Well, I don't have any. Well, that one film that I can't talk about. That'll be coming out soon, probably in the next month or so, I think. And then I don't have any other like producer or acting gigs coming up. I would just say check out mojodojocomedy.com. I think that's the URL, if I remember correctly.
We are on mojodojocomedy.com.
Nailed it!
We can put a link to that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Every Friday, Saturday, there's usually shows.
So convince somebody right now to go out to the next Wednesday tryout.
Okay, if you're alive and a person, you can do improv. Everything you do during your life is improvised. There's no script. Do it. I get really like passionate about it. You guys are laughing, but it's like
well, I sit on the toilet and I war game my day.
Yeah.
First, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna have this for lunch, and then I'm gonna put this on, and then I'm gonna.
Oh, you're a shit planner.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you should go do it, and if just not like for fun, and it might not be for everybody. There's some people that are just have no interest, and that's fine. But like, I've been reading so many articles about the benefits of improv, like. Obviously, there's corporate training and stuff, but there was an article I read the other day about the benefits of doing improv for, I think it was people with dementia. Like, there's just so many fucking reasons to do improv. And the best people I know are improvisers because improv's all about agreeing and yes-anding ideas, and it's awesome. So don't be scared, especially with Mojo Dojo. It's the most supportive, relaxed environment. Go do it. That's all I can say.
Ron says he really needs to talk to you about something, so apparently afterwards.
Uh-oh.
You just got in trouble.
What did I do?
And I don't know if that's a you're in trouble or
No.
he just realized that he had something to
Another
talk to you
project,
about.
maybe? I'm reading through our text here.
that
Sure,
is-
Film
Cast
Fest.
Christopher Plummer to take over your role in
That's
the
the
movie.
equivalent.
Oh my
of-
god. No,
Wait
I didn't do
until-
anything wrong.
Wait until your
Did I do
dad
anything wrong?
gets home.
He says it's nothing bad.
Oh, okay. Jesus, making me all worried here. On the air.
All right. Well, Google is... Thank you very much, by the way.
No,
That's
thank you.
awesome.
I hope that wasn't that funny, but I don't know.
We're doing good.
Yeah.
Google is breeding mosquitoes.
We're not normally that funny.
You fit right
That's what I've heard.
in. Google is breeding mosquitoes in order to get rid of them.
Love that. You gotta make people to kill people.
like infiltrator mosquitoes to go in there and mess up things.
So there's a
Yeah.
bacterium that they're putting in the male that makes the female infertile.
Ooh,
So
a
they're
bunch of
That is the most upsetting
sexually
sex.
transmitted diseased
yeah,
mosquitoes.
some Coachella herp
Herp alert. Yeah.
herp skeeters.
herp skeeters. They're releasing them, and it's been dropping mosquito populations by 95%.
Wow.
So what could go
All right.
wrong when
Don't they fill some sort of ecological role?
probably?
It's the food chain, baby. It's
yeah,
the
but
food
what,
chain.
what do mosquitoes do other than
I don't
They're
know.
just-
They
They're not
feed
even
a
that
lot
much-
of other stuff.
they're not even that much for food. They're just all legs and
But then all the bats are gonna die.
Yeah.
And then whatever eats the bats. The Ozzy
eats
Osmonds.
Ozzy Osbourne's gonna die.
Osborne. I said
80s
Osmond. I was
rockers.
thinking Danny Osmond. Danny Osmond. Oh my god.
Danny
I'm all over
Osmond
it.
mixed
Yep.
with
He's a showman. He might.
Yeah.
If you really.
It's a
get
real
him into
different
it.
Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
I'm sure if you dig through enough caveman poop, you will find.
I hate mosquitoes, but I don't know that I like the idea of genetically engineering and introducing a new like,
Infected male
Yeah.
sluts
Kamikaze?
mosquito.
Do the mosquitoes that are infected die?
No, they.
Oh, I
Because-
guess they're just make them infertile, right? So
Yeah.
no, they're not killing mosquitoes.
What if
Yeah.
they mutate to like
To have laser vision.
I can't find the right words for it, but if they mutate to deal with this issue and
Yes.
then we get even
Oh,
more
it's like
badass
when you don't
mosquitoes.
finish taking your
or the antibiotics
Antibiotics.
debate.
Yeah.
You shouldn't use it because they'll get accustomed
My
to it.
first thought is like, how small of utensils are they using? If they have to like inject shit into mosquitoes, that's crazy.
little tiny syringe with
Or they
mosquito
like
herpes.
put it in a
You
spray.
gotta find his tiny little butt and shoot him.
No, yeah, the little tiny mosquito dick shaped.
There's
syringe.
there's like midget scientists.
Mosquito dick.
Everything is smaller.
All right, Jonathan Kraft, a former Vegas entertainer, mauled by a Bengal tiger in Vegas.
On stage?
So
That's the second
who would
tiger
have
mauling
thought
in
that
Vegas.
Yeah.
100
At
years
least.
ago, if he would have said in that desert, there's going to be famous entertainers
Crazy.
getting mauled by Bengal tigers
Yeah.
that
oh my
often.
God. That's insane.
It doesn't surprise me. I have a cat. I don't know if you have a cat.
I don't.
So I totally get that if my cat could kill me, he would.
Mhm.
And I don't think there's anything you could ever do to a cat to take that away. from
They're
them.
just naturally.
They're just
they're born
like,
with
I'm
that.
gonna
Yeah.
kill you now because bored.
Yeah.
Bored.
How was it killed? Was he killed on stage, like during a?
He was raising these tigers too. He switched from working with them. So
Oh God.
yeah. Amazon
So-
Prime is now down to 1-day shipping.
Yeah, it's great. I ordered
Wow.
Mother of Dragons and it came the next day.
Isn't that great? How can you compete with that now?
Which
Well, you're
Same
paying
day?
for that.
With
Yeah, you're
drones.
still paying. Yeah, that's true.
Well, you can pay extra for same
Return
day
it
if
to
it's
Kohl's.
early enough in the day.
You can get a $5 credit if you pay for it will come next week.
Well, is it $5? I've been getting little $1 credits.
I had
if
a
it's
$5
no rush
thing.
shipping.
No rush shipping.
I haven't ordered
They're
anything
paying
from Amazon.
you to
in a
have
long
your
time.
stuff not rushed.
Well, it's on eligible items, so I think it's like the
Mhm.
ones that I saw was for like digital downloads and stuff.
Oh,
So you can download
crazy.
that copy of
you
Frozen.
can order ice cream on Amazon now.
Yeah,
What?
we just had
What?
ice
God,
cream.
people, get out of your houses and go to open dojos every Wednesday.
Right? Well, you can. There's
Do you
all
have
these
ice cream?
services now
No.
with like you can have Uber drivers deliver you anything.
Yeah,
pretty
Grubhub or
much.
whatever. They'll deliver your
Yeah.
food.
You can have people shop for you. It's ridiculous.
This is how society is going to end.
Well, speaking.
This is why there
That's what I'm- that's
there's
what I'm
no
saying.
intelligent life in the universe because you get to that point where it's all drones
And then these
and
mutated
smart
mosquitoes take over.
things, and then the society just collapses.
Yeah,
No.
I agree.
Speaking of who else is not leaving their home for a while, Maria Butina, our favorite Russian.
Oh, the
that we
Russian
follow.
spy?
Russian
She is
spy.
sentenced to 18 months.
Of what, house arrest?
No prison.
Oh. Well, she is a Russian spy.
We've had this story over and over.
Tom
and
keeps
she's-
bringing it up for some
I
reason.
don't know
Finally
anything
done.
about her. Should I?
She's
I
a
don't know.
She
she's
gave
a, she's
sex
a hot
for
Russian
information.
redhead. Yeah, and she was sleeping
Oh,
with
she
people
gave
for
Oh,
information.
that's fine. I do that all the time. That's not a big deal.
Wait, are you a redhead?
Just no, I am
Trying to think
fervently
through-
not.
Hell
Blonde.
no, those are fighting words.
These
Hell
curtains
no.
match the drapes.
Yeah, I'll show you here on the air.
I don't know. In the lighting, it could be like a strawberry blonde.
I think it probably does border on strawberry blonde. I think.
That's the royalty coming in, the strawberry part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how all the
Yeah.
royals had strawberry blonde hair.
Yeah.
The red in the beard and stuff is supposedly from a royal genetic line.
Oh, and I hear red in the beard means you have more testosterone or higher levels of testosterone.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You guys are super nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. As I'm like sitting like this the whole time, I'm like, that's really nice of you to say.
My mom's got a lovely dress for you for a surprise.
I don't look good in green, so that wouldn't work.
That's
Red in the
all.
beard means
All right.
that she was on her period. And
Well,
didn't tell
thank you for
about it.
coming on, Mark. That's what I
Ew, get out of here.
I
You
only caught the end of that. I don't want to
nasty.
know the beginning.
Mark,
Oh, my part.
where can they find us?
We are Off the Rails with Tom and Mark, and you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. That website, Off the Rails TM, is the key phrase. Email us all those questions to Ask Tom Anything.
Move that
414
pinky.
at gmail.com.
Index
What?
finger.
Pinky.
Finger
Whoa.
that
Click
mouse.
Like and share.
You know what a pinky is, sir. All right. This podcast is available everywhere on the internet where you get your podcasts. We're on iTunes. We're on iHeartRadio.
We're on everything.
We're on everything.
And we got same day shipping with Amazon.
Yep.
Yes.
Go to our
use
website.
link.
Use Amazon. Go to our Patreon page. Molly will start putting our little Patreon friends on the screen at the end. I know it's more work. That's
got-
why I like to lay it on her live so she can't say
Ooh,
no.
we should do like
I still-
headshots of them. That'd be cool.
We got like t-shirts and shit
Yeah.
to give away. We got
T-shirt.
cool stuff to give away on Patreon.
Wow.
Yep. So remember, universe, we are not good enough for you.
Thanks for tuning in, universe.
I was conceived to this song.
Rails.
It's like you knew that was coming.
Rails.